Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got some things to talk about Walmart because there are some interesting information coming out from Wall Street, right? Revenue is being raised, or the outlook for revenue being raised by Walmart just out there on the street, and everyone's excited, right? One of the largest retailers on earth literally saying, hey, things are looking good. But I am actually here to challenge that thought and say that actually things are bad. And we're gonna tell you this story, but first I wanna explain thousands of these buildings, literally thousands and thousands have been built across the country, but not all of them are alike. And so I'm gonna go through this story and then explain exactly what I'm saying here, okay? We have to read between the lines. This is out of CNBC. Walmart raises full year guidance as earnings beat on boost from grocery and online businesses. It says Walmart has raised its full year forecast Thursday as fiscal first quarter sales rose nearly 8%, and its large grocery business helped offset weaker sales of clothing and electronics. The company's shares rose in pre-market trading as the discounter beat Wall Street's earnings and revenue expectations. Walmart lifted its guidance to reflect the earnings beat. It said it now anticipates consolidated net sales will rise 3.5% in the fiscal year. It expects adjusted earnings per share for the full year to be between $6.10 and $6.20, roughly in line with analysts' expectations. Chief Financial Officer John David Rainey said consumers are trading down to smaller pack sizes, buying fewer discretionary items, and waiting for promotions before making pricey purchases like TVs. Yet shoppers are still spending, he added. We are seeing in these economic indicators, there is some strain on the consumer. There is some strain. Put down in the comment section if you think that you're experiencing some strain, or are you experiencing a lot of strain? But this is the CFO of Walmart saying this, right? But the resilience of the consumer has surprised us. And he says here, and I think that it's in part probably because balance sheets are much stronger than we were pre-pandemic, even at this point. So here's the deal. The consumer is not resilient right now, and they are not stronger. And Walmart is very, very confused, and I believe they're in a lot of trouble, and I'm gonna explain why right now. First off, like he said, they are spending less money on discretionary items. What Walmart doesn't understand is that Walmart is getting a boost in an influx in new customers. Why? Because customers that used to shop at Target and other stores like it around the country are now finding that because Walmart is so much larger and can buy in such greater quantity, that they are able to offer prices a little bit lower than these other stores. So the customers are literally leaving these stores and now coming to Walmart, all right? So they are seeing an influx in customers. The amount of customers is literally more traffic. There's actually more foot traffic in a Walmart today than there was a year or two ago. And the reason why, even in 2018 or 2019, because of that simple fact, all right? Walmart can beat prices. On top of that, they are right. The consumer is spending less money on discretionary items. So let's talk about these buildings that have been built around the country. Think about it. This local Walmart does not have a grocery center. Matter of fact, it has two refrigerated aisles and about two or three, four aisles of food. Now, ironically, that has grown over the last few years. Why? Because Walmart, even these that do not have an actual grocery store in them, a full-fledged grocery store like Walmart supercenters, are figuring out that their floor space is more valuable if there's food on those shelves than there is if there's crap like piggy banks and things like that, toys and sporting goods. People don't have the money for that anymore. Why? Because of inflation, all right? So Walmart might be beating expectations, which I believe right now are actually, the bar has been lowered on Wall Street because Wall Street analysts understand that they can't be wrong 100% of the time and that the game has changed. So they're lowering the bar. And all of a sudden, these companies are like, hey, we're meeting or beating expectations. But it's all a farce. It is not really happening. It's all kabuki theater. So now, think about all of these buildings that at one time sold massive amounts of TVs. The size, like in this one, the size of the electronics center is about the same size right now as the grocery center. pretty soon that's about to change. Walmarts around the country, I believe, are going to be less electronics and pretty much all groceries. As a matter of fact, you'll pretty much start seeing it like a general store. Why? Because people don't have the money for a bunch of cheap crap from China. They're getting tapped because the Federal Reserve has raised rates. They have that with crippling inflation, so it's causing everything to go up. And for the time being, since nothing has been truly broken in the eyes of the consumer, even though the consumer is broken and doesn't know it yet, I know that sounds crazy, but it is a psychological event that has to happen. And usually it happens with the masses, the sheep, when it's all over the news. But it's not in the news just yet. Yes, sure, inflation's in the news, but when you have stories like this, well, the economy must not be doing that bad because Walmart sales are up. But they're not. They're only up in certain aspects, and that is the necessities to survive. Look, the fact of the matter is things are bad and they're getting worse. What are you going to do about them? I hope you got something out of this. Thank you to everybody that shared and hit the thumbs up on this video. The Economic Ninja is out.